The Epic Billiards Novel, One Last Cue.
Episode 2, The Amateur and the Master. Part 1, The Daily Routine and a Grudge. Today is Thursday, January 21st. After finishing some work at the office this morning, I headed to the billiard hall around 1 p.m. On weekdays, the hall usually starts getting busy around 2 p.m. and is packed by 5. I used to come right at noon when they open because it's the best time for some quiet practice.
Vibrant Rainbow Q Case Bondi
But the owner can be a bit lazy and often opens late. I hated killing time waiting for him, so I pushed my schedule to 1 p.m. At least this way, I still get 2 good hours of solid practice. Back on Tuesday, the 13th, I suffered a humiliating defeat. It took me 6 innings just to score my first point, and I lost 22-7. Today, I picked up my cue with one thing on my mind: revenge. Part 2, The Master in Rubber Shoes. I'd been practicing for about an hour when the manager slowly approached me. "Care for a game?" he asked. There was no reason to say no. My handicap is 16 and his is 30. The manager is short, but has a very sturdy build. He sports a buzz cut and is usually seen in black athletic pants. In the summer, he has this habit of rolling up his pant legs. But the most peculiar thing about him is his shoes. He wears traditional Korean rubber shoes, something you rarely see these days. I always wonder where he even buys them. I started off strong, but as we hit the mid-game, his true skill began to show. He pulled off 2 5-point high runs and turned the game around in an instant. In the end, I lost 12-30 in just 50 minutes. My best high run today? A measly 2 points. Part 3, The One That Got Away. After that bitter loss, I was practicing alone when a young guy at the next table challenged me to a game. He was also a 16-point player. I led the game the entire time. About an hour and 20 minutes in, I was at match point, just 1 point away from winning. My opponent still needed 5 points. Victory was right there. But for some reason, I couldn't close it out. I struggled for 5 or 6 innings with that final point. In the meantime, my opponent found an opening. He got 2 lucky kisses that turned into points and suddenly ran 5 points to end the game. 15-16. I felt like a dog chasing a chicken only to watch it fly over the roof. Part 4, The Trap of the Easy Shot. This layout is the most memorable one I failed to solve at match point. It looks easy, but there's a trap. Amateurs often oversimplify shots like this. Do you know exactly where the trap lies? The red ball is in the corner as a big ball, and the first objective ball is in a manageable position. The problem, however, is that the first objective ball is far away, and my ball is close to the cushion, making the bridge a bit uncomfortable. In this situation, amateurs tend to use too much right spin, English, and a lot of draw, low English. That's exactly what I did. But that's not the best approach. With a distant ball, using less spin makes it easier to hit the desired thickness. Also, using less draw makes the path more predictable. In fact, if you reduce the spin and use follow, high English, you can score with very little force. If you can master this, position play is also possible.
이 공이 이 정도만 있어도 상단 단점으로 세게 치지 않고 득점이 가능한데 이렇게 흰 공이 여기만 있어도 약한 힘으로 쳐서 포지션 플레이가 가능한데 여기는 조금 어렵습니다.
This layout is available in the Dr. Billiard app under Outside Angle Shot 1-4D.
頃みたいにダサいスカジャン着てお前待ってるから急いで来いよ
Vibrant Rainbow Q Case Bondi Blue.